What is up, and welcome back to Nap Time Builder. Seen the last video, I was doing lowering leaf spring brackets for the rear of my 2001 Dodge Ram. And towards the end of the video, I was contemplating on even doing the front lowering springs, because I was like, man, that right there is almost matching the front, maybe just a hair lower. And the front sits stock, so that really baffled me for a minute, because right after I got the truck, I'd already done the 2-inch lowering shackles in the rear. So with these brackets, should have been another 2 inches, so it'll be 4 inches drop from factory. Definitely ought to be lower than the front by a good bit, really. But I'm a dummy. We all know this by now if you've watched enough of my videos. I'm a dummy, and apparently I've had that stuff so long, and I meant to buy some lowering shocks and struts. I forgot about them. I didn't. But they are ordered. They should be here in the next couple days. So, hopefully for this video. And then I can throw them on there and get the full effect at the end of this video. But today we're going to be starting on the front. So, let's see how far we can get. We ain't got much time today. Alright, so got my jack under there and ready. My wheels have these two little locking things. Allen head bolts. I don't know why I don't know words today. But
do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Set that to the side. Head over so I don't lose the dang thing. Let's see. What size? Oh, way too small. What am I thinking? How am I doing? Oh yeah, those are on for my bags. I forgot. I had done a rear end swap in this truck to this is a 2001, and I had done a swap to a 2003, or was it 4? I think it might have been 4. 2004 rear end. It's the same size rear end as my truck originally had on it. The same size rear end my truck originally had on it, but my truck was drum brake in the rear. So I found this rear end at the LKQ or whatever pick and pull for like $300, and it was in an 04 Dodge Ram. Everything pretty much bolted up. I had to cut the leaf spring perches and move them like just a hair, just a little bit. It wasn't a whole lot, and weld them back on. But everything else after that, like it was supposed to be under there. Obviously same bolt pattern and everything, but the lugs is a little bit bigger, so my factory lug nuts wouldn't fit, so I did have a set. And I've been meaning to see if I could swap the lug nuts or the studs on the front just to make them match. That way I won't have to use different crap for front and rear. Anyways, that don't matter. That was just why I was confused there for a second. All right, so right there, went ahead and took brake caliper and bracket off, got her hung up with not too much tension on the brake line so she don't break. Brake rotor, obviously went ahead and took the shock off. And I went ahead and took the tie rod off. Now, pretty much what I'm missing is these 3 bolts right here. Or, well, I guess I could just take it loose from right here. That'd probably be easier. yeah, I just take her loose from there and then take that sway bar bushing off. But I need to put that spring compressor on there also. So I ain't never done this. Let's see how this works. Well, we got her out. Didn't take near as long as I expected. And it wasn't as sketchy as I expected, but I was being very cautious. You see me there at the end with my long pry bar, just trying to make sure. Hey, I ain't trying to get hit by no spring, cuz. Here's what we got. Obviously, old and the new. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's see if we can pop this thing back in there before I have to leave and go spend some time with Granny. We ain't seen her in a couple weeks. Been busy. All right, and she is back on the ground. She got a little gap left, and the thing is that'll probably tighten up a little bit more once my new shocks and struts do come in. But yeah, last video I said I'm gonna start out with the rear because it'll probably be easy. I'll just fly right through it. Yeah, I was a dummy. Completely wrong. I didn't have hardly any time but like hour and a half, 2 hours a day. It takes long to do this stuff for filming, but I had that, plus I'd never messed with springs before, so I was a little cautious, you know, which you should be because there's a lot of pressure there. But anyways, got the passenger side done on the front today. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to knock out that other side. Hopefully tomorrow before I go to work sometime, my struts and shocks will come in. So catch y'all then. Well, here we are, back again. Day 2 of lowering the front. About to knock out the driver's side. And hoping, before I get this put back together, that my shocks and struts show up, then I can throw them on day 2. But if not, then I'll probably go ahead and do my oil change. They're supposed to be here. Hopefully I get here before I head to work. So we'll see how this goes, I guess. All right, we got that old spring out. There's both old springs, new spring ready to go in, and then this mess going on here. I actually took a wire brush to this one. I wish I'd have thought on the other one. But after it's all said and done, I'll try to get down there with a pressure washer and everything, clean her up real good. Need some more paint up under there, anyways. I did it a while back, but it could use a little bit more. But quick water break, and then we're gonna throw this thing back together. What in the world? Okay, let's go. Just in the nick of time. Look who was showing up with the shocks and struts. That's what I'm talking about. Here they are. I went with the belltech. belltech. Yeah, belltech street. That's it. Turn the box right, dummy. But belltech street, front and rear. Oh yeah. Them should work nice. I'm just glad they showed up in time. Got them from Summit. And yes, I paid for those because, you know, I ain't making no money on YouTube because I'm new and I ain't sponsored by nothing and nobody because I'm new. Nobody knows who I am. But yeah, that was a lot better. Them Belltechs was a lot better price than some that I've seen, so I just went with those. That 1 day shipping actually came in 1 day. I mean, you know, had to pay extra for it, but it got here in 1 day. So quick drink of water, then we're gonna throw this stuff on. Well, that definitely gives me an idea, don't it? That mug is there. I just hope she turns fine and don't bump too much. Now to jump on this other side over here and throw that strut on. Okay. Throw that strut on and then we'll do the back shocks. I don't know in my mind what I was really thinking 3-inch drop in the front would look like, but if I'm being honest, that's a tad lower than I really expected. But hey, as long as she turns fine and, you know, as long as it don't cause no problems, I'm good with it. That's crazy though. Well, here she is. Looks like a dadgum hot rod. Look at that. Yeah, she needs an alignment bad. Don't worry about that grill. We talked about that. I'll have to get me another one. She is low. Low. That rear end, I should have went 2-inch springs on the front. That rear end is up there. I'm wondering, since I got the new shocks on, if maybe now I can loosen up them leaf spring hangers and everything, and maybe it'll adjust out a little bit better. I don't know. That rear end's just too high for that front being so low. I did a 3/4. I got 3-inch drop springs in the front, and the back's totaling 4 because I got the 2-inch hangers, and then I also got the 2-inch brackets. So I just don't feel like 4 inches lower than stock to me in the rear. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna hit them, loosen up them rear leaf spring hangers and everything, and see if that'll help it any. I'd done it already. I had already done it when I first got done with it, but I didn't have the new shocks on and stuff. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe that'll help. We'll see, I guess. This thing badly needs an alignment though. Well, here we are, end of another video. I really appreciate any of y'all that actually watched all the way to the end. Most of my videos are only getting like 5-6 minutes average. So I don't know why I even post 30-minute videos, you know. But it's gonna be a little shorter because the front was a lot simpler for me than the rear was. So I'm gonna have to get me alignment on the front and I don't know, just see if I'm happy with it, I guess. Hopefully I don't decide to do the 2-inch springs instead of these, because I'd really hate for that waste of money. But anyways, thanks for watching Naptime Builder. I really appreciate it. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, of course. Naptime Builder, same all across the board. Really appreciate you checking everything out. Like the video, subscribe, watch some more videos, watch them longer, you know. Like I said, cut the mug on and go in the other room. I don't care, you ain't gotta watch it. Just let it play. Just play it. I really appreciate it. See y'all.